out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, A.N out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on, a jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you're home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch and we're back. Top of the evening to you. All those of you who are locked on online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at me from all over the world, a special good evening to you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one show. I want to tell you the one show. This is the one show where you can get the facts, where you can get the true story and the only story. Yeah, no chain up thing. No, as my good friends say, no free talk. You know, people like free talk now. No free talk. The facts. Special good evening to all those of you who have downloaded the app and looking at me somewhere in the world. You must text me or send me a picture. Where in the world you are looking at Crime Watch? Yeah, where in the world you are looking at the number one show in the Caribbean, the show that has drawn over 30 million plus. And you know, as I was telling someone, I didn't say that, you know, YouTube said that. I didn't come and tell you, well, 12 million or 13 million. I didn't say that. You know, boy, I just tell you, it's really something, you know. And I did again, even on TikTok. Well, those of you I'm on TikTok, hashtag I.A.N Allen. You know, hashtag I.A.N Allen has the most, well, it's the biggest hashtag among the who's who in Trinidad. You hashtag any other artist, any soca artist, anybody, any chutney artist, anybody, any celebrity. There's nobody has that amount of views like I.A.N Allen, boy. Yeah, it's hashtag, you hashtag I.A.N Allen, it's like 11 or 12 million people that use that hashtag. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Boy, I tell you. Hey. But we'll go with it because some of you might ask me, why do I have this carib? Why do I have this carib? Oops. On set, but I'll tell you what, because you know, I'll tell you all about carib plan and what and you know what's going on with it and so. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business. Today, the cases of infected persons have skyrocketed to 883. 883 persons. New confirmed cases of COVID-19, according to the Ministry of Health 4 p.m. update. The total number of cases now stand at 95,096, with 15,756 cases currently active. Wow. So the cases just going up. Remember I said that? Remember I told you that? I told you that, right? But I have something to tell you. And nobody really didn't pay attention to it. They just brush it off. And it's a concern that a lot of you who have called me in the past, telling me about your grandmother going to the health facility, whether it be San Fernando, Port of Spain, wherever, and they might go for a heart problem. They put them in a tent and they get COVID. Let me tell you something, yeah? In fact, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID deaths, today we have 19 COVID deaths, 19 COVID deaths. Wednesday we had 22. Tuesday we had 15. Yeah. Monday we had 19. It's just going up and going up. It is just going up, but something, but yeah, we are 8. Just as I said, we are 8 short of 3,000. 8 deaths short of the 3,000 mark, but I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. Just how I figured out the day with D.L. Singh and this form, when he said first dose and no dose, first dose and no doses, so they add the figures together to make you feel that 65,000 people in one day went and take the vaccine. That old talk. That is old talk. But today, ladies and gentlemen, As people will tell you, who used to watch the popular show, as a little boy used to watch it with my grandmother, and you will see Shah Mohammed from Mastana Bahar come out and tell you who takes the spotlight. If you're from Shkuva, he will say, well, if let's say from Shagonas, well, I.A.N from Shagonas take the spotlight today. Ladies and gentlemen, today on national television, I tell you, Dr. Hinds takes the spotlight. Avery Hinds, ladies and gentlemen, from the Ministry of Health, Dr. Avery Hinds takes the spotlight. Suhani Rat. He takes the spotlight today. And let me tell you why I tell you that he takes the spotlight. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it makes me wonder now, how we have reached we are 8 deaths away from 3,000. You know what they're doing? There are a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago. They contracted the disease. They contracted corona, but corona was not the cause of their death. Corona was not the cause of their death. A lot of people went, they got heart attack. And you see, when you tell a family that your grandmother died from COVID, it puts a stigma on them in the community. Am I right? It puts a stigma on them. Well, you know, their grandmother, they had corona, they must be having it too. Blah, 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 blah. That whole house must be having it too, you know. The mother and them, the father and them, they up and down in the place. And that is what the Ministry of Health has done. That is what the Ministry of Health, headed by the man who signed the document. What's the paper he signed? The Public Health Regulation. Terence Dial Singh. He signed the Public Health Regulations. So he has a team in place. So Dr. Avery Hinds, ladies and gentlemen, because this will shock you, eh? What I discovered, and people just didn't, I don't think they pick up on it. Yeah? Everybody that died, Epidemiology Division Director, so he's an epidemiologist. Am I right? Right. Dr. Hinds, Avery Hinds, Division Director, he's the Division Director at the Ministry of Health. Dr. Hinds stated, listen to me, come back to me, take down this picture, because he takes the spotlight today, ladies and gentlemen, that a COVID-19 death is any victim who may have died from COVID or died while positive with the virus. So what about if a cancer patient took in with pain, or she went for treatment and she contracted the disease, but the cancer was already, how to put it across, destroying her. She was seriously ill from complications as a result of the cancer. But so up and down in the various health sector, she contracted disease. But that does not say that the disease killed her. So which means to say, so everybody that contracted the disease and died from the disease and died is not necessarily died as a result of COVID. But this is what Dr. Hinds is saying. Dr. Hinds is saying everybody who contracted the disease, they classify them as a COVID death. No, you cannot do that. Whether or not you died from the disease, because there are a lot of people who went in for high blood pressure. There are a lot of people who did maybe triple bypass and they had problems. You see, you need to understand, people going to San Fernando, Port Spain, or Rima Hospital, not everybody going to the hospital for COVID treatment. There are a lot of people who went in there for other ailment. But when they were placed in the white tent, you see, it's all about billing statistics. It is all about billing statistics. Now they have crossed 3,000. Things going to happen. Almost. So when that happened now, they realize, they put you in the tent, up come your cousin. Remember, your whole family had no COVID. Now you hear your grandfather going for treatment in the hospital. He got a nail joke, he diabetic. They put him, he get COVID. How he get COVID? Because they put him somewhere close to COVID patients. Remember, this whole thing is in shambles. It's not organized properly. So those who doesn't have the virus, they are seated and treated among those who have the virus. But the issue is not how they get the COVID, you know. The issue is, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, what I am telling you is the classification of the death. That is what I am telling you today. So some of you out there who know your mother never had it but went in the hospital and overnight or 2 days, spent 2 nights and she get it, how none of you didn't have it home? Because that is what they have been doing. So which means to say, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID deaths that we are seeing right now, the 2,992 that we have reached, no, it is not necessarily the real figure. It could be 800. Because you remember, everybody, while there was no COVID, people were dying all over Trinidad, you know. People maybe 5 died in San Fernando Hospital today, maybe 4 died, so 3 died. But what they have been doing, they have been classifying all the deaths as COVID patients. All the deaths they have been classifying as COVID patients. What utter madness is this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you all really understand what Dr. HINDS has stated? If your auntie was very ill with cancer at home and became COVID-19, just as I said, but I will tell you something. I will tell you something. Oh my God, I wish this was open today. Oh good, I can't say that the church watching. But nevertheless, it is a connection with the government and the partnership and the relationship they have with certain funeral parlors to make sure that they get job and they get kickback. So if I know you're sending work for me, it's only certain funeral homes, and you realize it's the big wigs on them, the big wigs who have been around for the donkey years, the big wigs, not the Johnny come latelys on them, the big wigs who have been around for 40, 50, 100 years, 80 years, who can handle the COVID. Only certain funeral homes can handle COVID. So what? So maybe when they want the kickback for Tobago or they want the kickback for election, they know who to check. They know who to check. So ladies and gentlemen, because I will tell you something. Dr. Avery Brown is an epidemiologist. He is not, Dr. Avery Brown, sorry. Avery HINDS, what I'm saying. Avery HINDS. Sorry. Dr. Avery HINDS is not a pathologist. You cannot determine the cause of death. Not because somebody close down and they lose their ghost, they lose their spirit, and they lie down on a bed, COVID kill them. How? Because the World Health Organization clearly states you cannot do an autopsy on a COVID patient. And they don't do it locally. So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, the quickest thing to say to make money for the funeral home is to say COVID. Your mother COVID, your father COVID, your sister COVID. I remember, ladies and gentlemen, and certain funeral homes have contractual arrangement with the Ministry of Health to pick up COVID bodies. Woo! Today the mark boss for different districts. So when they pick them up, government paying for storage, you know. So them can say they are 100 days, but government paying that bill, yeah? So when they pick them up and store them, they're easy to get control of the body. So they buy them already, because in rare cases, families will say, but take the body and carry it. So in rare cases, that will happen like 10 out of 100. So the smaller funeral parlors not licensed to handle COVID bodies. They're not licensed. So this man is saying that if your mother who had cancer or your father who had high blood pressure and they put him and they give them no water, they treat them like dog in the hospital. They treat them like dog in the hospital. They push them all around while they're waiting on the chair there. Some COVID lady come, he pick it up. he come and get COVID. Nobody home here no COVID here. Nobody, and this is what I am telling you here today. It is a fact. Nobody here don't have no COVID in the home. He pick up the COVID. They want to know who have COVID home. Everybody take PCR. Everybody do antigen. Everybody. Nothing. No COVID. But you know what? That is not what killed him. What killed him was the sickness he was suffering with and the pressure he was under, and he was placed closely to it just goes to show. Because I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. So what if the person was asymptomatic? How could this man say every person who died of COVID killed them? You are not a pathologist. You did not do an autopsy. So what about, ladies and gentlemen, what about if a man hang himself and they test him for COVID and he turned out to be positive? So wait, COVID kill him? Not when he hanging. I just asking you, Now what I have now, as you know, I am currently pursuing law. Now, I still in my first year, 100 years now. But never yet, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. 100 years and counting, as I telling Ramdeen. Yeah. And I'm telling Darrell, attorney Darrell Hirel, I'm telling them, 100 years and now. He was in the class too, but he done gone and he was admitted to the banding. But nevertheless, remember my life is different. I know causation. Causation is the cause of death. If I in this building and a madman come with a gun and start to run me down in this building, start to run me down all about, and I run all in the building, and I run out the road and I get knocked down. The man who knocked me down is not the man who really caused my death, you know. Is what I was running from, because the man with a gun was chasing me and I was trying to run to safety, and bam, I get knocked down. They go to charge that man for murder, for negligence, driving, whatever. No, because I was running from somebody. It is a defense. Causation. So if your auntie had cancer or other comorbidities, so that does not mean that Kenny J died of COVID. It was brought to my attention, I don't know, and in front of the family, ladies and gentlemen. No way to disrespect Kenny J. No way. But somebody said, maybe he was previously ill, he had some comorbidities. So you don't know, as a result of certain complications, he died. Now that does not say, now when they swab him, positive, he was positive, right? Yeah, positive. But still you don't know, you can't say what was the cause of death. Now let me explain, I will tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, what happens when a body goes to forensic science center. So I trust that you understand what I'm saying now. With our new pathologist, he's a epidemiologist, Dr. AVERY HINDS. He's now a pathologist. He is now a pathologist. Just like the pharmacist that we have, who is a doctor, and are all in one. He like a Wednesday, he between. But I come in to deal with you, the Alsing, about the pill, not the blue pill, the red one. I come in to deal with you with that. I come in just now. But you understand what's going on in this country? If I don't come out and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you just wouldn't know, And every day I come here, and I appeal to the government, I appeal to the Honorable Prime Minister, get rid of them men and them now, boy. Come now, get rid of them now, please. They're embarrassing you. Let's take a fast break. When you come back, I will continue. Living when we come back.
Ashwa gummies are here. Ashwagandha has been clinically proven to reduce tension and stress, improve memory and function, promote quality sleep, and support sexual function. Now available at TNT pharmacies nationwide.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here. No one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day.
We at S&S Prasad know the struggles and fears of our beloved customers during this time. To guarantee the safety of our customers and employees, we have implemented routine cleaning of all our stations, lanes, trolleys and baskets, security to ensure the observation of COVID protocols, and sanitizing stations throughout the grocery. We ensure our shelves are always fully stocked with a wide variety of cooking, cleaning, household and clothing items to meet the needs of your treasured family. For your convenience and safety, you can call and collect through curbside pickup or get one of our to-go bags containing the basic necessities, or even better, place an order for your groceries and have it delivered to your doorstep, where we accept both cash and links. S&S Prasad, Rio Claro and Mayaro, we are here for you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, today I could have been lying in this casket dead. I have lost so many friends. It is unbelievable. They stood right in front of me saying, "I.A.N, I am not going to take that vaccine. You shouldn't take it." But today, they all passed away. They all died and gone. You want to be there for your family? Take the vaccine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ian Allen. It's not a ledge, it's a fact. I am alive. Please, don't hesitate. Vaccinate. That could have been me going there, but I'm alive. As you can see.
Vaccinate today, live tomorrow.
Attention all contractors and homeowners. Beat the rain. Get your roofing materials fast. Shop at Varma Steel and collect your materials upon purchase or have them delivered the next day. Varma Steel for high-grade roofing sheets, purlins, steel beams, flashing, guttering, chain link, BRC and decking sheets. Free transport for purchases over $5,000. Varma Steel's high-grade roofing have a life of 40 to 50 years. Varma Steel, next to the St. Margaret's Police Station, Pleasance Park. Call 659-4008.
O Snacks has set the bar with our dark chocolate dipped chewy granola bars. Double nut, irresistibly sweet and salty with almonds, peanuts and dark chocolate. Double chocolate, a true chocolate lover's delight with 100% Trinidadian cocoa. Our bars are wholesome and delicious. They combine the best of nature in every bite. Go on, try them. O Snacks dark chocolate dipped chewy granola bars. Healthy never tasted this good.
When NASA set out to explore the reaches beyond our world, they needed a material that would hold up to the demands of the unknown. Flexible titanium. Engineered from the same alloy used for missile heat shields, Flexon set the new standard in durable eyewear. Flexible titanium eyewear.
Available at Neo Eyewear, 91D Main Road, Suite 1, Montrose Mall, Chaguanas, 672-5052 or 390-3196.
We at S&S Prasad know the struggles and fears of our beloved customers during this time. To guarantee the safety of our customers and employees, we have implemented routine cleaning of all our stations, lanes, trolleys and baskets, security to ensure the observation of COVID protocols, and sanitizing stations throughout the grocery. We ensure our shelves are always fully stocked with a wide variety of cooking, cleaning, household and clothing items to meet the needs of your treasured family. For your convenience and safety, you can call and collect through curbside pickup or get one of our to-go bags containing the basic necessities, or even better, place an order for your groceries and have it delivered to your doorstep, where we accept both cash and links. S&S Prasad, Rio Claro and Mayaro, we are here for you.
After today, you know something? After today, you realize something? Because Heinz did not know what he was really saying. Heinz did not know what he was saying. Do we have the clip? Hello? But
the deaths that are being counted as COVID deaths are deaths that have either COVID-19 as the direct cause, meaning the individuals went in and had a COVID-19 diagnosis on admission, succumbed to their COVID-19 infection and were counted as COVID-19 deaths, or individuals who sometimes are found in the, for example, those who would have died at home. We know that they have COVID, we know that they had other pre-existing conditions, and whether COVID was a direct or a contributing cause to their deaths, those deaths are counted as COVID-19 deaths as well, because COVID played a role. It's also necessary to explain that there are categories that are put on.
How do you know COVID play a role? How do you know? But you see, I will tell you something. Today I have exposed them. Let me tell you something. A regular funeral for COVID. Now, once the death certificate has COVID on it, cause of death, COVID, okay. Let's say somebody gets shot before COVID, cause of death, multiple gunshot, hemorrhage, blah, 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 blunt force trauma, all kind of thing. You put cause of death. But when they say cause of death, COVID, that automatically extract that loved one from the family, put them to a funeral home. The family now, the only role they play is to find the money to go to the funeral home. And let me tell you something. They have taken, in the racket with COVID, the government, and I blame the Ministry of Health for this. The government also, they have robbed the poor people of this nation almost 90 million. Because if we have 3,000 deaths, by tomorrow it's 3,000, while I'm speaking here, it's 3,000. By 30,000, multiply that by 30,000, it's 90 million. 30,000, and if here's a big Sawati, it might come up to 50, you might pay more. You might pay more. So it's an average of 30,000 because there was a certain incident, and I can tell you about a market vendor in Vancouver. His father had to find $5,000 to come and just view the body because they said they had to spray up and they had to bring some special chemical and thing. Yeah. So they have robbed the people of this nation, the poor people, 90 million. Yet they still come with property tax. Yet they take back your food card. So the statement by Dr. AVERY HINDS today is as similar as the Minister of Health. One dose, no dose. So how you know who take the vaccine and who will take it? And how you know to put it up on a document here? One dose, no dose. Put it up. Circle it for me. Enlarge it for me, please. Hurry up. Right, look, one dose, no dose. How you know who took the first dose and who will take it? How you know that? And how, so you similar to Dr. AVERY HINDS. I so feel like that AVERY HINDS, AVERY Brown. Okay, AVERY HINDS. AVERY HINDS. How you know that the cause of death is as a result of COVID? It could have been renal failure. It could have been renal failure. It could have been cardiac arrest, heart problems. It could have been diabetes. It could have been hypertension. A lot of factors could have contributed to the death. But somewhere along the line, they contracted the disease, but you could never say that is the cause of death. Now, if we really have to be real, and the only way you can know the cause of death is by doing a post-mortem. And post-mortems are not allowed. The World Health Organization clearly states no post-mortem to be done on a COVID-19 patient. And that is the policy locally here. So that is why when the body goes to forensic, people wait a week and a half, so they have to swab and then it have to come back. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we have exposed the racket. How do you know that? And I ask you again, how do you know that? Now, I want you to understand that Dr. Hines stated, because it makes absolutely no sense and cannot scientifically correct, it cannot be scientifically correct. And I will explain. Autopsies are not done on COVID-19 bodies. Secondly, every victim that is taken to the Forensic Science Center for an autopsy, a COVID test is performed on that body first. And if the results are positive, no autopsy is conducted. So you understand. So the easier thing is to just say COVID. But everybody in science, in the Forensic Science Center still getting their money because no autopsy. They can't do nothing. It is the easiest thing. It is the easiest thing to get. It is the easiest platform. Once the death toll start to rise, we could borrow money internationally. We could get money anywhere. Because people start feeling sorry for us. It don't matter when the money comes. If I start to say, well, think real hard, this and that. Because there are people, ladies and gentlemen, you see them all about. Whatever might be their demise in life, they ride on that wave to extract money from you when they see you. So they ride a pretty wave. They make people feel sorry for them. So then when you come with your sofa, they're going to say, well, hold that thing now, man, hold 100. And she hold her child so. But you don't know how much rent she have home. You don't know whatever she's doing. She's going from there to there, whatever she's doing. Or you see a man and he's so, you don't know what happened. You don't know if he went to rob somebody and somebody gave him it. You don't know. But they always ride with sympathy. And that is what this government has been doing. Riding a sympathy card so the international community can feel sorry for us. That is what they're doing. And they take advantage of us. They enforce all kind of curfew. They say the death toll is 2,000, 2,500, 10 people dead today, 10 people, and we can't take on the deaths. No! You cannot say that 10 people died as a result of COVID. You cannot say 21 persons died today, 19 persons died today as a result of COVID. There is no autopsy. So which means to say, everybody who are martyred before the courts, it conflicted, because our death certificate plays a major role in a homicide investigation. The cause of death. If I say the person fall on the ground, right. Anything, people can say anything. She kill him, he kill him. I will tell him flat, let us wait for the autopsy. If I realize blunt force trauma, okay, he was hit on the head. He hit on the head, he didn't fall in the bathroom. And you see, scrape all on the hand by the neck and thing, all right, there was a struggle. That is why I have gone and I examined numerous bodies, and things have changed. People have been charged and martyred before the courts. Hundreds of cases. It all goes back to the cause of death. Not what I say and not what he says, but what is the cause of death? After an autopsy is done, then you can determine what caused the death. So he is saying, but we know COVID cases cannot be, they cannot conduct any autopsy. So the easiest thing to say is to partner with the who is who, funeral parlors and them, because remember, with 3,000 deaths, they have made more than $90 million in Trinidad and Tobago. Poor people have dragged and borrowed and sell what they have to bury their loved ones. There are homes that have lost 3 persons, families that have lost 2 persons, and they have to do all kind of things, sell the bearer, sell the ring, sell the watch, sell all kind of things to make up money. Why? They didn't have to do that. Not everything is COVID. Because remember, Nagisa. You have a picture of Nagisa? Or Peach. Let me give you a talk about Peach. Peach had an injury in his stomach on a job site. Days and days after, Peach started to experience abdominal pain. Look at his picture there. Peach, that is Black's brother. That is Black's brother from Cuba. May his soul rest in peace. Sorry to bring it up, but just to explain to you. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what they did? When he started to experience pain, so the doctor in Cuba say, let him go to the hospital. You know, automatically they take this boy having so much pain and he suffered in the white tent, and then they say, yeah, COVID. If I didn't come the Monday now and say he didn't have no COVID, and I said I bust the mark, then they come back and say cause of death was not COVID, it's not COVID. Cause of death is something, they changed around the whole document. But what was the worst is that because of that, they put him by the funeral outside the refrigerator, and the family got a decomposed body and they had to do a closed casket. So I am showing you, it's a big racket. It is a big racket. It is a big racket. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you see, anytime you're in a racket, everything is mixed up, you know. Everything. Today, let me tell you something. That is what the Lord has put me here for. I am speaking out. When I come back, I will tell you about the relatives of an El Socorro woman who died at the Port of Spain General Hospital since earlier day, are complaining that they have been getting a runaround from staff at the mortuary at the facility as they seek to get rid to bid farewell to their loved one. So there's a lot of problems. But today, ladies and gentlemen, the racket has been exposed. Let's take a fast break.
Goli gummies are here. Apple cider vinegar has been clinically proven to lower blood sugar, maintain healthy cholesterol levels, aid in weight loss, boost energy, immunity, and more. Now available at TNT pharmacies nationwide.
St. Rose Funeral Services. We don't just say we care, we show that we care. 24/7 removal services, international shipping and embalming, pre-planned funeral arrangements with complete burial or cremation, locally made caskets and coffins customized for your loved ones, wreath, floral arrangements, programs, prayer cards and mourners vehicles, maxi your car, all provided for your family's comfort. When you're leaving, leave in style. St. Rose Funeral Services, number 5 Bazalan Street, Tunapuna, 645-1075, 337-9686. Allow us to honor your family members.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, today I could have been lying in this casket dead. I have lost so many friends. It is unbelievable. They stood right in front of me saying, Ian, I am not going to take that vaccine. You shouldn't take it. But today, they all passed away. They all died and gone. You want to be there for your family? Take the vaccine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ian Allen. It's not a ledge, it's a fact. I am alive. Please, don't hesitate. Vaccinate. That could have been me going there, but I'm alive. As you can see.
Vaccinate today, live tomorrow.
Come to light in a relaxing staycation at the beautiful Serenity Hills Palace. Nestled in the heart of South Trinidad, you can enjoy quiet, scenic views. We provide spacious, fully furnished, air-conditioned rooms with accommodations for up to 15 persons. Enjoy a day at the luxurious poolside, fully equipped with an outdoor kitchen, barbecue grill, poolside bar, and lounge areas. Overnight and day passes are available to fit your staycation needs. Find us on Facebook, call or WhatsApp 1917-239-5799 to book your stay.
We at S&S Prasad know the struggles and fears of our beloved customers during this time. To guarantee the safety of our customers and employees, we have implemented routine cleaning of all our stations, lanes, trolleys and baskets, security to ensure the observation of COVID protocols, and sanitizing stations throughout the grocery. We ensure our shelves are always fully stocked with a wide variety of cooking, cleaning, household and clothing items to meet the needs of your treasured family. For your convenience and safety, you can call and collect through curbside pickup or get one of our to-go bags containing the basic necessities, or even better, place an order for your groceries and have it delivered to your doorstep, where we accept both cash and links. S&S Prasad, Rio Claro and Mayaro, we are here for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is all about you in 2022. Today you realize it is a racket. Let me tell you something. DL Singh, put up a picture of DL Singh. DL Singh, ladies and gentlemen, up to this day, you have never mentioned the word pill. You have never mentioned the word pill because they don't want you to know. In America, ladies and gentlemen, they have clearly stated that the increase and the supply, they have increased a supply of the game changer. They call it a game changer, the new Pfizer pill. It can lessen hospitalization by more than half. That is what they're saying outside in the world now. They realize when you take your vaccine and you take your booster, you can still get a little thing if the Omicron passing around, and now they have detected a new mutation in France. If you take the Pfizer pill, it can still do something. We in Trinidad here, up to this day, ladies and gentlemen, America has 330-something million people, and up to this day, the pill is all over. The pill all in your house, all about. But this man, D.L. Singh, he's not talking the pill. He's not talking the pill. And I want you to know, it is not the blue pill that I'm talking about. I am talking about the red pill. Because we know Pfizer name is a popular name for the blue pill. That blue pill that for men. Because there are a lot of kids watching, so I don't want to come without the time and talk. I don't want to do that. Because there are a lot of kids looking at me right now. But grown-ups will understand when I say the blue pill. Pfizer is the company that came out with that pill. That V pill. Right? That pill. So you don't know already. But today now, the said company, Pfizer, has a new pill, and President Joe Biden said it's a game changer. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we in Trinidad, we are totally out of the game. We have no game. We have no game. When a woman tells you you have no game, you're totally out of yeah, you just said no game. If you're kind of muxy and you're chupidi and, you know, thing out and all, and thing and you have no game. You have a lot of men out there that have no game. Yeah, you have no game. D.L. Singh and his team has no game. The world out there has labeled the pill as a game changer, but up to this day, I have not heard this man talk about the pill. Let me just tell you, really fast. Let me tell you really fast. Washington, United States government, doubled its order for Pfizer COVID pill on Tuesday, a move that will modestly increase the nation's very limited supply of the treatment in short term amid a record-setting surge in coronavirus cases. The new order will eventually provide enough pills for an additional 10 million Americans, bringing the government total order of the drug to 20 million treatment courses. But they will not all be available right away. Only 35,000 of the additional courses will be delivered this month, and 50,000 more in. But bottom line, they're going to the pill. Because they realize the pill working. They realize that the percent in hospitalization has dropped with the pill. Because Biden said that. And he said it's a game changer. But we down here, we're down the island, they are not telling us that. Because they are all about one thing. It is a racket. For the poor man to pay. Remember the funeral homes? The 3,000 person that died in Trinidad as a result of COVID is about $90 million. Come out of the poor people's pocket. Whether you like it or not. 1/3 of that, if we were truthful, like Portugal, and take politics out of it, Portugal has a population of 10-point-something million, and we were truthful, it would have been 1/3. 1/3 of that could be 1,000. Let's say 1,000. 1,000. Let's say 1,000 deaths. We could have still lived with that. But they're not comparing, they're not doing proper data and statistics before this virus. How many people were dying at public health institutions? They're not doing that. But the easier thing to show, to bring it to national attention for the Biden administration to feel sorry for us, they realize that, say, plenty people dying of the Caribbean, but all of Barbados and all about, they're not doing that. They are about the people, no racket. There are a lot of cruise liner going into different islands up the island also. In the Caribbean right now. Only we say no cruise liner. Because we all about racket. Because they know once they say COVID, people will feel sorry for us. International communities will feel, countries will feel sorry for us, and they will give us money. So we are playing a pity party role here. But yet, in order to stop the corona, to help those who, to lessen a bed is not a bed, because it's no bed right now. But there's a game changer called the Pfizer pill. But up to this day, the Honorable Minister has not spoken about that. And even the Pfizer to supply US with 10 million more courses of COVID-19 pills, ladies and gentlemen. Biden administration doubled its order for Pfizer. The company and the White House said on Tuesday, providing the government with a total of 20 million as it fights the record surge, because they realized that the virus kind of, things happening. So let us go with the pill. And they're pushing the pill. But we are not a part of the game changer. Also, let me tell you something. U.S. authority, Pfizer oral COVID-19 treatment, first for at-home use. Now they're even making it available that you can bypass the doctor and just get it at home. Just like what they did, bypass all this setup, go here, go there, bureaucracy, all this red tape, and say here what's going on. Because you remember by some community center, the tent man had to make money, the security company had to make money, this one had to make money, this lab had to make money. Biden and them said that we're going to do the booster at home. But he's not talking that. It is all about racket. And that is what has this country where we are today. It is all about racket. When can we be serious and put the citizens of this country first and ourselves after? Listen to me. The United States on Wednesday authorized Pfizer Institute antiviral COVID-19 pill for people aged 12 and older at risk. So even people aged 12 and older at risk could take anything to stop the death toll, anything to stop the spread. And this man is not talking about it. This man is not talking. But we know, when to get vaccine, we were speaking to people in the corridors of Washington. In the corridors of Washington, I had talks with the people, this senator, that senator. How come these senators in the US, that those are the friends of the PNM, those are the friends of the government, how come they didn't tell you about the Pfizer pill? This is no way to discredit the government, or discredit the Prime Minister. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about a bacchanal. I'm here about facts. How come they didn't speak to you about the Pfizer pill? That's all I want to know. That is all I want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about the El Socorro woman that died. Victoria Rampersad was ill with hypertension and diabetes and fell ill on the 30th of December and was rushed to Portsmouth General Hospital. She died while being taken to the ward on 31st of December. Marsha Rampersad, one of Victoria's children, said relatives were really fed up with the runaround treatment after they were told today that they had to wait another 2 weeks before an autopsy is done and the body is released. So it is racket. Get the family on the phone. Hey boy. I'm trying to get them on the phone. What is the number? I'm trying to get them. Hand me that mic, come. Phone is busy. Try getting them. So I'm just telling you what is going on. I'm just telling you, and even ladies and gentlemen, and I telling you this, whether you like it or not, the Senator Dharma Mahasabha, they took too long to take government to task. 3,000 done there. And that is why they even, that the Ministry of Health, they denied Hindu the rights, they denied Christian the rights for proper burial. When you die in the Christian community, it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. We do proper prayers. We get the priest to come and everything. And you have denied that because I racket. You have denied the Hindus from doing a proper cremation, from lighting a fire and doing the five pindas and whatnot. In fact, before we go further, I have a relative on the phone, Victoria Rampasad. Caroline, good afternoon.
Good night, Mr. Allen.
Accept my sympathy.
Thank you.
Caroline, tell me exactly what's happening. I mean, your auntie passed away. What exactly is happening? Your
well,
mom,
when my mom got sick on Thursday evening, what happened? She was just getting a little chest pain, so we called the ambulance, right? When the ambulance came on Thursday night, they checked her out. They tell her, well, she needs to go into emergency because they're not sure exactly what's going on. We went in there at 1:30 Thursday morning, right? After that, we were there for about, let's say, more than 8 hours, sitting there on a chair. She was in and out. The chest pain keep coming and going. They said that we had to wait for the blood results for about 6 to 8 hours, just for blood results.
Caroline, before we go further, did your mother have a history of ailment? She had a history?
Sorry?
Did she have a history of
No.
hypertension?
Yes, she was hypertensive. She had it. She had high blood pressure and diabetes.
So now I
That
understand.
was
So
it.
she had a history. Go ahead.
Right? The chest pain, she never got chest pains before. It only happened for 4 days. We decided to send her in. They took her to Port Spain. We were there, like I said, for a half day on Thursday. Then, waiting, I got so impatient and so fed up because she hadn't eaten anything. Right? She was there on a chair for a half day, sitting there. I keep asking doctors. Nobody could give me an answer. When I finally got fed up and I went to the doctor, the file was on the desk, there waiting. Then they was like, oh my gosh, she has a low blood count of 4.2. You have to admit her, she needs a blood transfusion. We did everything. I ran, I left her there. I got stuff, come back, got something for her to eat. Right? That was Thursday evening. Right? I was there right through with my mom. Right? So I know exactly what went on. When we came back, I got something from my mom to eat. They didn't give her anything because I keep getting on. I argued, my mom needs to eat. She's diabetic. She's on insulin. So happened, I was like, well, that's what we are here for. We will give her and we will take care. When I got back there, she had nothing to eat. I gave her, she wasn't much of an eater, so I gave her a sandwich, a cheese sandwich. After that, Mr. Allen, I left her there because they started to give her the blood transfusion.
And when she passed away, what day she passed away on, Marsha? That's because we cannot
Well, so happened Friday morning, we went back there, my mom was in a mess. Nothing how I left her. And I have a video that I can show you when I left her there, Thursday, how normal she was looking compared to when I went back there. When I went back there, my mom was telling me, I begged them for water. They didn't want to give me no water. I want to get out of here. I will die in here.
And she died what day? On the 31st?
That was the 31st when I went back. My mom was on the
and
oxygen.
what the doctors have been saying now? What the people at Mount Up have been saying? Port Spain, sorry.
Well, so happened, they didn't give me any answers. They said that how we have to go into the blood bank to get, to give blood before she gets the rest. She had to get 3 more pints, right? My brother went to the blood bank, rushed into the blood bank, left her there. We had to organize her and they said they would be warding her because she needs a CT scan. My brother rushed to the blood bank. The blood bank is closed. They said, when my brother started arguing because we were trying really quickly to get her, we got all the family members together to go give blood to make sure that my mom got it on time, right? Because they told us she's not going to get blood until we give blood, right? When they went there, they closed for the New Year, they closed for the old years. They said that blame the Ministry of Health. The Minister of Health, sorry, the Minister of Health. They said to blame him. That's not their fault, right? So happened, while I was there, she started fading in and out,
okay.
right?
Caroline, before we because I'm so sorry, I can't press for time because I called you.
I understand,
so late.
I understand.
But what is the position in you getting your mom's body to do a proper funeral, a proper send-off? That is it. That is what I would like to hear. What is this situation and the challenges that you are currently facing?
Well, right now we can't get the body. They told us Monday to come for the autopsy, right? They said they have to swab her. Sorry, they didn't tell her we have to swab her. They swabbed her in the hospital in emergency. When we went Monday, they gave us, they have to swab her, and that would take a couple of days. We waited until Wednesday. We called,
you know what I'll have to do?
Caroline,
you know what I'll have to do? I'll have to speak with Attorney Jared Ramdeen. And I'll get back to you tonight.
Yes, please, sir, because
I think we'll have to rock the boat. We got to rock the boat. I'll have to speak with Attorney Jared Ramdeen tonight.
We're still patient, sir.
Yeah.
We still was patient with them. And
you can't play patient. Just so they want to rile up and just so they watch me. You want to rile up now. You have to flex, as they say. Again, accept my sympathy,
sir.
Carolyn.
It's been a week.
And time going, and you see, and the longer that the pain is spreading more. The pain is more. Because you want closure now.
Yes.
I fully will understand. So we're going to see what we can do after. All right?
Yes,
Caroline, thank you again. I'll call you after the show. We're going to I just want to take a fast break.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
We've got elegance, we've got class, we've got swag. At RACKET Moda, we have something to suit every style. The best brands: Robert Graham's men's line, Dolce & Gabbana, Hush Puppies footwear, male and female, and much more. We also have formal dresses, watches, sleepwear, face mask, and jewelry. Call or visit any of our 2 locations, San Juan or C3 Center, San Fernando. Get delicious meals and cold drinks at Double R Restaurant and Bar. Enjoy local cuisine daily and our Saturday Riverline menu: fireside duck, cascadoo, goat head, lagoon rice, and more. Delivery available in the Chaguanas area. Call us today for more info.
Stuff and Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in Chaguanas, first world drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products, and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilden water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec, gourmet foods and snacks, a selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today.
We at SNS Prasad know the struggles and fears of our beloved customers during this time. To guarantee the safety of our customers and employees, we have implemented routine cleaning of all our stations, lanes, trolleys and baskets, security to ensure the observation of COVID protocols, and sanitizing stations throughout the grocery. We ensure our shelves are always fully stocked with a wide variety of cooking, cleaning, household and clothing items to meet the needs of your treasured family. For your convenience and safety, you can call and collect through curbside pickup or get one of our to-go bags containing the basic necessities. Or even better, place an order for your groceries and have it delivered to your doorstep, where we accept both cash and links. SNS Prasad, Rio Claro and Mayaro, we are here for you.
You know, meanwhile, the Senator Dharma Mahasabha wrote to the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, Minister of Health Terence Diaz, requesting the opening of rivers and natural water courses so the Hindu community can resume several of its religious ceremonies. Secretary General Vijay Maharaj asked the special consideration be given to one Hindu ceremony in particular, which is connected to the funeral rites. Beaches have been conditionally reopened for public use, and during its previous closure and that of rivers, several religious Hindu ceremonies were curtailed. Just to let you know that. But it's too late. It is too late. We need to give them a run. And I totally agree with the Senator Dharma Mahasabha. And you will see what the government will do. It's a strong possibility that the government will come now and open back the rivers so the Hindus can do their rituals and whatnot. Might give them a little, might tell them, well, okay, you can cremate, because they will use it as a diversionary tactic. Mark my word, yeah? Mark my word. Because when they realize they've been busted, they realize that because, do you know, ladies and gentlemen, it was brought to my attention that the Ministry of Health has taken a traffic light approach. The traffic light approach to treating patients is red, yellow, and green. Red, amber, green. The red now, over 60, they're not going to pay too much attention to you. It's a traffic light approach, a system where you treat patients, a traffic light. It's they call it something like that. The traffic light approach. That over 60 is like red. They're not going to really focus too much on you. Over a little 40, okay, you'll stand a better chance. But the younger ones on green, the younger age on green, they're going to start they're going to make sure and give them first preference. So they have taken a traffic light approach to patients. The traffic light approach, where red is over 60. So they're not going to take care of you too much. But I'm just letting you know, because you have to know what they are doing, and I'm busting the mark on them. I'm really busting the mark on them. And also the case, also, ladies and gentlemen, an Arima man who ripped off his face mask, cursed the police and challenged them to arrest him because he was not wearing any mask in public, was swiftly arrested by officers who were actually right behind him in an unmarked car. He's been named as Row of Fire. Go ahead.
I'm going to be the first person to take out it's no more, I wear no mask. Let the police lock me up, and furthermore tell the police I say, hold the
watch him. Watch him. Because the police fireball, watch you hold him now. Like a big mook.
He get charged. And just to let you know, the Carib Brewery, 30th December 2021, their value partner. 2021 was a dynamic or difficult year managing the certainty of global macroeconomics and whatnot, coupled with the pandemic. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, while the detailed listing is provided here, the highlights are many alcohol beverages are increasing, and the suggested retail price to the consumer will increase by less than $1 per bottle. The three of our alcohol beverages will not increase in price: Carib, Hurricane Reef, Caribe, Hurricane Reef, Moccasin. There's no increase for any product in our low or no alcohol portfolio, soft drinks, shandy, and whatnot. So what they're saying, three of our alcohol beverages will not increase in our price: the Caribbean, Hurricane Reef, Caribe, Hurricane Reef, and the Moccasin. So that is why I have this here. So still, ladies and gentlemen, still the local beer in the Caribbean, the number one beer in the Caribbean, $1 more, it's still cheaper than any foreign beer coming to Trinidad. So remember that. It's less than $1 more. You understand? Also, ladies and gentlemen, when you are buying newspaper, there's no other newspaper to buy. But you make sure and you buy the number one newspaper in Trinidad and Tobago. It is The Guardian. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. But before we go further, I just wanted to tell you really fast. Oh, they caught me already. That I will tell you about the MP for the opposition, Rujanath Inder Singh, where he's calling for disobedience, civil disobedience. It's total craziness. All those of you online, I have to go now, but nevertheless, I'll be back tomorrow. WhatsApp me on 294-4081. We're off television, but I know the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people online right now. They want to know what's happening. I'm going to tell you all about it, where the MP, the opposition MP, is calling for civil disobedience. Craziness, craziness. Good night. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there, and the hunt is on.